This afternoon. My name is John Hala. I'm the mayor, and it's my pleasure to introduce some of our city council members before we get started. We have Tim Garton over here, Ward 2, David Martin, Ward 3. Chris Nelson is here, and he was actually on city council when this project got approved, and Bronwyn is over here at large. Anybody else snuck in I didn't get a chance to see? And we have a lot of staff members here too, so anyway. I wish I could take credit for today's weather, but I won't. We've had 2 days where we've had great weather for ribbon cuttings. So, well, for more than 50 years, the clubhouse here at Homewood was a recycled farmhouse, which worked well, but it had reached its end of its useful life. This new facility is going to offer tremendous features that wasn't offered by the other one, including just expansive windows, the opportunity for lots of natural light, beautiful views, energy-efficient appliances and heating and cooling equipment, gender-neutral restrooms, and a community space that can be rented for private gatherings in addition to serving the golfers out here. We also have a nice outdoor patio for golfers to relax with a beverage after a round of golf, to eat, drink, and enjoy the natural beauty. This is just not a facility for golfers, though. That's what's really nice about this. It's going to be able to be available for year-round gatherings and rented. It's my understanding there's already someone who rented it already, and so I think when you go in and see all the features, you too may consider using that as well too. So with that, I'm pleasure to introduce Sarah Cady, who is our Chairman of the Parks and Recreation Commission, to offer some remarks. Sarah?
Great turnout today. Thank you, Mayor Hala, for that introduction. My name is Sarah Cady, and I am chair of the Ames Parks and Recreation Commission. The Parks and Recreation Commission is a volunteer board, one of several volunteer boards and commissions through the city of Ames. We apply through an online application. If you're watching at home or if you're interested in applying for a board or commission, you can look at available openings on the City of Ames Boards and Commissions page. And we're appointed by the mayor to these positions for 3-year terms up to 2 terms. I think that's the same for everybody. So there are many boards and commissions to get involved with, but of course Parks and Recreation Commission is the fun one. So we really are lucky to have so many opportunities to be involved with the community. I think one of my favorite parts of being on commission is learning all of the different ways that people engage with our park system. I'm not personally a golfer, but as Mayor Hala said, you know, this new facility offers opportunities for more than just golfers, you know, for the whole community to enjoy this space year round. I really never understood the natural beauty of this course. It's just really lovely back here. And I hope that people are able to use it in a variety of ways to continue to enjoy our park system. Oh, I forgot to introduce my fellow commissioners here today, Sarah Litwiller, Jacob Ludwig, and Dwayne Reeves in the audience there. So they were part of this decision-making process and planning process. As with all major projects within the park system, you know, sometimes it's the city saying this facility needs replacement, or sometimes it's citizens coming to us and saying we are interested in having this new facility within the park system, and then us receiving feedback from both city staff and from citizens who are interested in using the facility, from neighbors that live near the facility, and taking all of that feedback into consideration along with the budget, and making sure that we have a facility that works for all of our citizens in Ames. So this is just a really spectacular project. It's so beautiful. You know, you see the renderings, but you see it finished, and it's just very impressive. And even though I'm not a golfer, I look forward to gatherings here. I look forward to meetings here, and I hope that everyone here can enjoy the facility in one way or the other in the next few years. So thank you.
Well, thanks everybody for coming today, and just met an individual earlier, and he held up a golf tee, and he said, "Are you ready to tee it up?" And yeah, he's right here. He's going to put one up right now. But so fitting. So we actually we did tee up the clubhouse on Friday, opened it up, and have had a lot of positive comments already. So thanks everybody for coming today. And really the vision for part of this clubhouse came from one of our commission members a number of years ago, Leo Milliman, and he continually talked about having a community room. He was saying we should really try to get a community room, something that could be used year round. And we started talking about the clubhouse and replacing it. We said, what a great opportunity for adding a community room, and that's what we did. And you'll be able to go inside and really see the end result of part of his vision. So, but I do want to thank City Council, the Parks and Recreation Commission for the vision, and also with City Council for allocating the funding for this. Maybe a little naive on staff's part, but when we first put this in the capital improvement plan a number of years ago, we had $350,000, and we thought, hey, this is just basically an open floor plan of a house, and but obviously it wound up being a whole lot more. So thank you for City Council for allocating the funding. Thank you to the city manager and assistant city managers for believing in the vision and really having a dedicated commitment to doing something well. And I was out here last week, and one individual made the comment, said, the thing that I really like best about this clubhouse is it doesn't look like a city facility. And that's again for a lot of people involved in that process. I also want to thank, we talked about with funding, Donna and Kenneth Elvick. Donna is an avid golfer here, has been golfing here for a long time. I don't think she's here today, but her and her husband made a donation to this project, so I want to thank them as well. Staff. Had a lot of staff involved. We started off with a design committee, which had a number of people involved with it, from meeting with the architect, trying to see what we wanted to do. So everybody was on that design committee. But several staff, Joshua Thompson, our Parks and Facilities Superintendent, Kelly Omelette, our Recreation Superintendent, Nate Peets, who's our Recreation Manager, and then also John Forth, who's Maintenance Specialist. He actually came out here, and Joshua as well. They came out here quite often, and just checking in with the contractors, with the subs, with the superintendent, and just really did a great job. So thank you to all staff. I know, Sarah, you mentioned about the beauty of this course, and I think I should mention Pat Wienia, who's our turf maintenance supervisor, and he does a wonderful job with the course. Also, somebody else came up and showed us a picture earlier too, that I want to thank the fire department, because one of the things that we did with the old clubhouse is we actually burned it. Fire department did, to use it as a training exercise, and it also saved some funding so we could do other things. So thank you to the fire department. The architect for this was started out as Design Alliance, but now they're the Farnsworth Group. So we have Christopher Orth over here, who's the architect. Nathan Doggett was here as well. They did the design, so thank you. RH Graybaugh Construction. We have Eric Hammer and Kevin Porter from RH Graybaugh. Also Brian Anderson, I think I saw Brian here in the back. He was a superintendent who's on site through the whole time. And then Jamie Irvine, who's their office manager. And there's a lot of other people obviously that were involved with this project. but I just wanted to at least give kudos and thank you to everybody that's been involved. So as far as history, the course opened in 1932 as a private golf course, and then it was purchased by the city of Ames in 1967. And at that time, an old house, we'd say it was old back then in 1967, was moved on site, and we did some renovations over the years to make it into a clubhouse. And it worked for a long time, but it obviously wasn't the quality. When the city talks about excellence, it no longer was fit that definition. So we started having the conversation, and then, like I said, the house was burned down in August of 2020, and from the ashes, obviously, was built what we see behind us. Just under 3,300 square feet on the main floor, 1,600 square feet in the basement, and we were able to expand how many carts that we have, which are all electric, and something that we do, and we actually have enough room now that if we have an outing and we have all 9 holes with a foursome on each hole, we'll be able to get enough carts and store them downstairs just for that. We went with geothermal heating and cooling. It was one of the things that we wanted to do. Believe it might be the first facility in the city of Ames. I know the water plant is kind of an unconventional type of geothermal system, but we did put that in, LED lighting, and then we already heard about, you'll see the room is kind of split up into, the building split up into 2 rooms. We have the pro shop, which will always be open when golf is happening. And then we do have a divider that will separate the community room from the pro shop. It's open today when you go inside, but that community room, we'll seat over 80 people if you want to do an event. And that's when the clubhouse is open for business, when we have golf season. And then if somebody in the wintertime just wanted to rent the pro shop, you could probably get 25 or 30 people in there as well. Or we could open it up and you could rent the entire facility. So I'm just going to say really right now with this and kind of another maybe pun with it, but I really think with everybody's involvement, council, commission, staff, the architect, the construction company, the contractors, subcontractors, I really think we hit a hole in one on this one. You agree? Yeah. So just a couple of things before we cut the ribbon. We do have Mayor's Bike Ride on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. If you're interested in riding in that ride, come to the west parking lot of City Hall at 9 a.m. We have a 6.5 mile route that we'll be stopping by. Here is one of the stops, Lowhead Dam, Banshell Park, and then also the inclusive playground and Miracle League Field at Innis Grove. Next week, Wednesday, May 19th at 5 p.m., we also have a ribbon cutting for the Emma McCarthy Lee Park Bridge. So if you're interested, come out there at 5 o'clock. And then also, after a year off, Furman Aquatic Center opens up May 29th. So if you haven't purchased your season pass, please do so. So again, thanks everybody for coming. We're going to do a ribbon cutting just right out front here on the drive. So commissioners, contractors, architect, council members, come on up front, and we'll do the ribbon cutting, and then you can go inside. And there is a little walkway just in front of the carts that gets you to the sidewalk and then takes you up to the clubhouse. So, hey. Hey, how are you? Come on tonight. Yeah. Can you move up a little bit? Move up a little bit, Christopher. Okay, do we want to move this way, bro? Yes. Maybe you guys should move forward a little bit. Move forward so we get a little better.
There you go. Yep. There you go.
Yep, you stay back there for. Is everybody? Yeah. You want to count down, Mayor? We'll get the crowd. Help us with the countdown. Start with 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.